Okay, since I have weird dreams on a regular basis on or off weed, I was not totally affected by nightmares or weird dreams once I quit weed, but I have heard of many accounts of ex-users having crazy dreams after they have quit. I found that interesting and wondered why that was a thing, and it was an interesting reason I discovered once I did a little research. Okay, so one reason many people say they use weed is to help them sleep. Now, while when you initially use weed in the beginning stages, it may actually help with sleep or can induce sleepiness during the day. But scientists have argued that consistent use of weed actually hurts the quality of sleep rather than helping it. The Sleep Foundation states, while THC typically acts as a sedative, it can have a stimulating effect on some people, especially for those who are new to using cannabis or taking higher doses. In these cases, using cannabis before bed may result in a longer time falling asleep. CBD appears to promote alertness at lower doses and sleepiness at higher doses. The effects of the two compounds together may depend on the dose and the timing. So, depending on the strain or the dose, weed can help you fall asleep faster, but it may actually affect the quality in your sleep cycles. The Sleep Foundation also states, short-term cannabis use appears to increase the time you spend in a deep sleep, the stage that helps you wake up feeling refreshed. However, THC decreases the amount of time you spend in the rapid eye movement sleep, also known as the REM cycle. That's when you spend more time dreaming, processing emotions, and cementing new memories. So that's why it's common for long-term users of cannabis to sleep longer, but they tend to not remember their dreams. Now, the REM sleep cycle is the deepest cycle of sleep you can have, and we all should be looking to make it to the REM cycle when we sleep. Now, this could work in your favor if you suffer from PTSD or commonly have nightmares in the first place, since you may not want to prolong the horrible dreams or the horrific flashbacks. Some long-term users also state while weed helped them in the beginning stages of going to sleep, they found it harder to sleep longer and found it harder to even go to sleep the longer they used weed. So in turn, they would just sit up for about 2 to 3 hours in deep thought or contemplation about any given situation or idea. So you know, guys, when you smoke and you have all these ideas and your mind is just racing with thoughts, ideas, so you know you've been up for a couple hours just in deep thought about anything. Now, why do we have nightmares or weird dreams after we quit weed? For those people, smoking weed most likely decrease your quality of sleep, and you are never in the REM cycle long enough to go into a deep dream or remember the bits and pieces of your dreams. Now that you have stopped smoking, your body is getting used to falling asleep and staying asleep in its natural state and natural cycle. Therefore, you have longer periods of the REM sleep cycle. You actually could have been having these same dreams, but you weren't able to remember them when you were using weed on a consistent basis. Now that your brain is clear of all the ganja, you actually remember what you dreamt the previous night. I find it interesting because, it's a piehead trope that it makes you forgetful, but we never consider being forgetful in our sleep. Now, you also may be having longer REM cycles, so your dreams can actually develop like a movie in your head. This feeling is probably new, so it can feel weird in the beginning. But the good news is, like with most weed withdrawal symptoms, they don't last very long. It is normal to experience these new dreams for about 2 to 4 weeks, longer for some people, but eventually they should go away. Now, unless you are me and you have odd dreams on a regular basis, but that's the story. But finally, I think dreams do tell us some things about ourselves. So maybe quitting weed can be some voluntary dream therapy for yourself. So try it out, see where it leads you, and your future self may thank you.